For everything else in her life that was awkward, Kimmie loved baking cakes. She straightened the silver cake knife and server, then the cake napkins. When she checked to make sure her mother was adequately distracted, though, she found herself facing a nightmare. "Nice party," said Josh Kincaid, a.k.a. the Nightmare, a.k.a. Problem Playboy #1, a.k.a. half the stick-up General Mom's butt. Kimmie ducked. She couldn't help herself. She'd been ducking Josh for over a year, except usually she ducked him before he'd seen her, or when she was surrounded by friends, or when she actually had a place to retreat to. But he'd seen her. None of her friends were nearby to help, and hiding under the cake table wasn't an option. She never shook cake tables, under any circumstances. "Drop something?" Josh said. "I had a dream that wallabies were swinging from the sky, except the sky was this big underground tavern lined with wedding invitations made out of butterfly wings." Kimmie winced at herself. Not the time to get nervous. His shoes, fancy leather wingtips, didn't move, nor did the undoubtedly expensive fabric in his suit pants. Hallelujah for the music masking her words. "I mean, yes," Kimmie said, louder. "Yes, I dropped something, a button." She duck-walked around him until she was closer to the dance floor and closer to escape, peering intently at the floor. The air moved behind her. Josh was squatting between her and the cake table. His sandy hair was short but stylishly disheveled, his suit jacket hung open, and his deep-set blue eyes were trained on her with a spark of mischief quirking his otherwise straight brow and ridiculously perfect lips. Those wallabies always were trouble. Kimmie's feet tingled, her inner elbows felt sweaty, and her belly fluttered. He was the most handsome nightmare she had ever met. Not that she was the only woman to ever think so, nor would she be the last. And the Josh Juan, a step above Don Juan, had his pick of sophisticated, elegant, presentable, normal ladies. Kimmie bolted upright. Her mother would crush Kimmie's coriander if she knew how much time Kimmie had spent thinking about the Josh Juan. "Never mind. It's not important." Josh ambled to his feet. "Depends on which button you lost." His gaze rose with him, slow and captivating, with a hooded laziness that made something pulse between her legs. The fabric of her simple blue dress felt invisible. Lava erupted in Kimmie's cheeks. She had her fair share of inexperience when it came to men and nudity, but it seemed the Josh Juan was talking about her dress falling off. A rare burst of irritation flared in her veins. He, after all, was the reason General Mom had stepped up her efforts to marry Kimmie off to the highest bidder. Or failing that, whoever would take her. And that whoever wouldn't be Josh. Whatever his reasons for looking at her like he wanted her naked couldn't be good. Who invited you?" she said. Josh angled his head toward the dance floor. "Serenity." Kimmie studied the dancing women. She knew half of them, mostly Bliss natives, but none of the guests popped out at her as a Serenity. "The flexible one," he said. "The flexible... Oh. Kimmie tilted her head. A short, bottle blonde in cowboy boots and a flesh-colored, rhinestoned mini-dress was dancing a half-limbo without a stick, pelvis out, shoulders shimmying. Josh tucked his hands in his pockets and treated Kimmie to a slow grin. "Friend of the groom's, I hear. She needed a last-minute date, and I needed a last-minute invite." Serenity swung her body around and did the grind against another guest. Kimmie sucked her lips into her mouth. She wasn't the type of girl Josh went for, and it made her madder than her mother in a vat of sour frosting that she cared what kind of girls Josh liked.